Alright, so in this video we're going to be going over the new ManyChat and ChatGPT integration within ManyChat. So you don't need to use make.com in order to connect both applications. So essentially this is the flow that we're going to be using, the template. And I'll have a link in the description on how you can install the template and use it yourself. And of course you can edit the template as need be for whatever application you want to have. But I'm just going to try to explain the flow kind of itself, and then I will go into the process of kind of installing everything and getting it all tied up together. So essentially, the way it works is there's a ref URL. You would click that. Then there's two custom fields here. There's the input and the output. The input is whatever question or query that the user wants to ask. And then there's kind of, it captures that inside this custom field, the input field. And it says apologize for the delays. Again, you can change the scripts to match whatever you'd like. And then right here is the custom integration within ChatGPT, or ManyChat, I should say, that connects to ChatGPT. So there's a request, and here you have the input, and then the output will go into this response right here. You can have the advanced settings here, which just kind of allows you to pick whatever engine you want, the amount of tokens you're using, and the temperature. And then right here is just some logic to actually let ChatGPT kind of give out an answer. And basically what that does is it just gives it a little bit of time to kind of think of a response. And then it'll spit out a response. And if there was any kind of problems or errors within this kind of API call, then it'll give this error response instead. And that's really the flow. That's all you got right here. Now I will show you what that looks like in practice right here. So I've already started the flow on my end. I'm just going to ask a simple question. Is your name? Oh, the question mark. And then it will spit out a response, usually just kind of one kind of name. And you can customize your bot too to kind of represent like a business or represent something a little bit more different by editing your request right here and adding words like pretend like you are blah, 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 blah. And then that will add to the kind of context that ChatGPT has about the bot that you guys want to have. So let's go over the kind of integration process of actually doing this. So like I said, there's going to be this template link in the description, so be sure to kind of check there. And then you'll want to click install. And now you're going to want to pick the page you want to put it on. So I have to type mine in a little. I put mine here. Now in yours, you're not going to see any kind of things here if it's your first time. If you do, it's not a big deal. You can let it merge together. It's not going to affect anything. Then we want to hit install. Now that we've got the template, the next step we want to do is we actually want to create a beta OpenAI account. So again, there will be a link in the description below for this. So this is what it'll look like. You're going to want to put your email in here and then kind of follow the sign up process, create a password, all that good stuff. And then you'll have an account that looks like this right here. This is kind of the screen that you'll have right here when you log into that account. And then you'll just want to click this at the top left, or the top right, I should say. And then you go into View API Keys right here. And then you'll have probably no keys. Obviously, I have some here. I'm just going to delete this one because I made this prior. And then you want to create a key. You can name it whatever you'd like, but I'll just name mine ManyChat. Then you can maybe even give the name of the ManyChat account you want to go with. So I'll just do testing for now. And then I'll create the key. Now remember that this key right here, it does not, like you can never see this key ever again. So you might want to copy paste it onto your desktop somewhere. In reality, you don't really need to do this. You just need to copy it. And then you need to go over to your ManyChat, go over to the settings. Then you scroll down slightly till you see integrations right here. Then you'll probably be like this. You scroll down, well, you don't really need to scroll down, but it'll be right here. Mine is already connected, so I'll just disconnect it for now. This is what it'll look like on your screen. Then you need to add the API secret key. So we will just paste our key here, and then we'll go connect. And then bam, now we've connected ChatGPT to ManyChat, so they're both communicating with one another. Now we go back into the flows right here. So it'll go into a folder right here like this. And now we have this. And basically what you'll want to do here is you'll just want to go in and click the ref URL, and then you'll be good to go. Like it's already connected now, and you'll see that it'll pop up right here. Give it a little bit of time. It should have popped up. I might have closed the window a little too fast there. So I'll just let that load in Messenger, and then it'll show. Okay, yeah, so I just closed it too fast. That's all it was. So now the flow starts, and I'll just go, what is your name? I know it's not a very creative question, but just to show you guys that it's working. Apologize for the delay. Again, that's this message right here that we get. And now it's going through the request. And it's thinking about it. Okay, I'm giving it a little, it's taking quite a bit long time. Maybe there's some errors here. I'm curious. I think, okay, I did forget a step. Okay, that makes sense. So I made a mistake here. So once you go into the installation process, you have the flows, you've connected ChatGPT to ManyChat. You actually have to go into your request here, and then you have to put in your prompt. So we want the input. So I'll just go ChatGPT, and then you'll see the input field, and then the output field, ChatGPT, oops, output. And again, if you really want to play with the settings back here, you can. If you want to add to the prompt, you can. We hit save, we hit publish. And now let's try this again. So I'll actually go ask a question. So what that'll do is that'll actually bring me back to the start because it just sends to flow, which basically means like start back where you were from before. What is your name? Question mark. So now, because we got the error message here, as you can see. Okay, now we got the kind of waiting message. This one right here. And now it's going through the request. Now it's gave us Alex. So that is it to connect ChatGPT into ManyChat. This integration makes things so much easier than the old way of doing things where you had to kind of make a make.com and you had to have your own automation there. This just kind of expedites the process of doing everything. So again, download the kind of template and then make sure you have an account and then just kind of connect it and follow the video kind of step by step, and you should be able to connect ChatGPT to ManyChat fairly easily.